whether on the front lines of conflict, in makeshift field hospitals, aboard ships on the seas, or in peacetime garrisons and humanitarian missions. Your dedication has brought comfort to the wounded, solace to the distressed, and hope to the hopeless. Today, we celebrate not just your remarkable past, but also the vital contribution you continue to make in safeguarding health and morale of our armed forces. This occasion also honors the veterans and former Additional Director Generals whose leadership has laid the foundation for service known for discipline, devotion, and dignity. I firmly believe that nurses are the heartbeat of healthcare, giving more than just care. They offer hope, comfort, and compassion when it's needed the most. As we mark the centenary milestones, we must also focus on a critical but often overlooked truth that those who heal also need healing. It's heartening to see that this scientific session focuses not only on critical expertise but also on emotional and psychological well-being of the caregiver themselves. In a pursuit of operational readiness and combat fitness, we must remember that the strength of our forces lies equally in the well-being of those who care for them. Caregivers in uniform or nursing officers are often first to respond and almost last to rest. While they uphold the highest standards of military discipline and medical excellence, they also silently bear the emotional toll of caregiving. Now, of course, I would like to place the military nursing service in the context of present and future challenges. MNS, of course, we know that we are here for the centenary celebrations, and it was established 100 years ago, but it needs to also evolve with time. Ancient Greek philosopher, you must have heard about Heraclitus, who had said that change is the only constant in life. It's age-old wisdom. In fact, in Gita also something similar has been said, which says that परिवर्तन ही शाश्वत है और बदलाव जो है प्रकृति का नियम है. So evolution, change, and adaptation is important to avoid being extinct. Survival of the fittest is a mantra. This, of course, has been told by Charles Darwin, actually. It's a mantra that's true for all, including the armed forces. The medical fraternity, as well as the military nursing service, also needs to evolve. Here are a few things I thought that you must imbibe. First, let me talk about jointness. I personally feel that military nursing service is the only service that has organized to promote jointness. Military nursing service officers can be seamlessly transferred from an army establishment to the Navy or to the Air Force establishments. A recent decision actually to create a joint education core is based on a similar idea from MNS. We need to work more towards jointness among the three services, and I'll talk about it a bit later towards the end of my talk. The second important thing I think is about biothreats. The training of our nurses must take into account the challenges we may face in future. The world has been through a period of intense travails and tribulations during the COVID pandemic. In my view, biothreats, whether they are man-made, could be accidental, or they are natural, they're likely to increase in future. A defense against such threats and treatment of infected persons requires different treatment protocols. We must be prepared for this in future. Post Operation Sindoor, our Honorable Prime Minister has said that India will not be deterred by nuclear blackmail. While the possibility of use of nuclear weapons in our context is very, very low, but it would be prudent to take this into a security calculus. Radiological contamination requires different protocols for treatment and must be part of our training. Preparedness against nuclear threat contributes toward deterrence against its use, and I think that's important. The next thing which I want to emphasize upon is about data protection. Indian DNA is unique. Our immune system reacts differently to different environment or infections. At the macro level, individual medical data protection is equally important and includes case histories, reports, and medical health records. Operational data like casualty figures, deployment related to health patterns, evacuation plans also need to be secured from leakages. Role-based access and encryption of medical data is very relevant in today's era of data-centric warfare, wherein access to information will allow enemy or give him a bit of advantage over us. While data security and data protection is not directly the responsibility of MNS, but you must be aware of all these types of challenges. Cybersecurity, after all, it's like NBC is forte. Everyone should be prepared for it. Lastly, I'll talk about integration. I started with jointness. I started with jointness and I'll graduate to its successor, that's integration, that follows jointness. Nursing services should be able to help civil administration during crisis. Similarly, we should be able to absorb nursing talent available outside the country into the military ecosystem in times of crisis. Nursing should be treated as a national resource and should be utilized as such. More research and coordination on this particular aspect is happy, and I'm very happy that Mr. Dilip Kumar is here. I've been told about this continued nursing education. This, I think, is an excellent initiative and a step in the right direction, bringing attention to resilience building, mental health, emotional intelligence, and the need for structured support system for our nursing officers. Let us foster a culture of where empathy is seen not as a soft skill, but as a strategic strength, where caring for the caregiver also becomes a command priority. As part of my concluding remarks, I would like to say that every officer of the military nursing service, past and present, to know that your dedication has built trust, your courage has saved lives, and your compassion has touched generations of soldiers and their families. I congratulate the organizers of this continuing nursing education and all the participants. Let it be a catalyst for meaningful change, for stronger peer networks, for policies that safeguard your well-being, and for a culture that values the caregivers as much as they care for. On behalf of the entire Defense Services, I extend my heartfelt congratulations on the centenary celebrations of military nursing service. May the legacy of 100 years inspire you to lead with compassion in the century that is yet to come. Thank you very much, and Jai Hind.